Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video of Rooftops and Alleys, where I am going over all my self-discoveries in every single map after I already gave the tech in the first video. Staying hydrated off some room temperature water. It's very uncomfortable, but it's okay. It's cool. These next ones should be a little bit quicker. I think the next longest one is the schoolyard. I believe so. Yeah. And then the shed is pretty freaking quick because I know of like two things. You kind of just explore that one. I already voiced that the shed is my least favorite. The shipping container has a couple things. But I'll figure that all out. So yeah, here we are. This is how this works. I've not watched any videos on this game. I'm sorry for the people. Oh, that's mega charged. My phone is hot. I'm sorry for the people that have watched all of these and they're just hearing me repeat myself, but I have to for the individual viewers that are here. If you are an individual viewer, like this is a first time thing, then I strongly recommend you you check out some more of my other videos. But this Sunset Paradise map, it is quite great. I like it a lot. It's big. It's got lots of rooftops, lots of potential for a lot of things. It's always fun here. Lots of wall jump potential, a whole heap of stuff. So that's like a little exploring because I don't have too much for this one. This is kind of a far gap, but this one is an excellent gap. Super easy to climb up if you know how to do the wall jumps, which is pretty essential in this game if you want to compete against probably the average player nowadays. I'm going to show you how useful the super point launch tech is in this level because you can already tell it's just wild. Wall jumping, kind of a fun fact, you can wall eject, not from a wall directly aside from you can wall eject from corners as shallow as this, because that is a different angle, this is a different angle. You can even climb walls this way. It's kind of crazy how overpowered it is. Doesn't make much sense, but that's okay. No one said this game was realistic. Well, where to begin? Let me pull up my list here and we'll get started on this one. It shouldn't be too long. I don't think this one is, unless I found some more. Yeah, this one doesn't have too much. It's kind of pointing out some obvious, but this map you explore, there's not a whole lot of secrets or hideaway spots, but I do think there is some potential. So we're going to go straight to these big buildings here. And what I didn't know until I played this a couple times, which I can't believe I didn't try it, I always thought you could get to the top, but I didn't know how. Well, you definitely can get to the top, and it is pretty easy. But what you may not know is you can climb up from the outside from this angle here. There is ledges here, and they are quite easy to climb up. And once you get to this point, you just shift over a little bit, use the wall to help up, and you are up nice and easy. This one just takes a little tiny jump or a little held jump, hold the jump a little bit. Okay, maybe not. A charge jump will do. And then you can just climb up here. Yeah, your max. You can do that for all three buildings. You can do that for this one. You can do that for that one. Once you're up there, you got to be a little bit careful. It's pretty easy to fall off after that. It likes to launch you. If you got a little bit of speed and you line yourself up using that emote tech, you can get to the other building. Well, you can get over to this like this. But if you got like actual speed, you can ding dong. Yeah, that's the bell you got to ring if you want to get the achievement. I forget how to do it, but you got to climb your way in there. These rails behave kind of weirdly in that you start crawling halfway through here. It not only shakes your camera a whole bunch, but you start merging like diagonally into it. It's like you're going around something round and the game doesn't know what's going on with it. Hopefully that got fixed in the new update. I'm not playing the updated version. I'm making this video before I update my game for that reason. But yeah, coming up here is a bit dicey, so you got to know what you're getting yourself into. Yep, you can climb up the sides here too. There's a nice convenient pole that is a little bit hidden away. In case you guys didn't know, to my right there. Help yourself up. You can climb from any side. It's really easy. You just keep spamming the button. I have, in fact, so you can make it across to this, which is great. But I think if you use up a little bit of adrenaline, maybe from climbing up, if somebody knows how to do it, and you climb up on the right side, then you just that's much better. Yes, yes, you can make that jump. That is a pretty easy jump to make, which is kind of weird because that seems like a massive, massive jump. Doesn't that seem like the construction site gap? I'm not sure why you can make this one, but not the other one. I don't know. But yes, let's go over to the other one right here, to the last one. There is no outside portions for it to offer, unfortunately. But don't do X jumps on small gaps like that. No outside portions to climb up this building in particular, but it does still have the ridges for you to climb up normally. I can't believe it took me so long to find this. Most people probably know this, so this one's not like that big of a discovery. The game being buggy again. They are very buggy buildings, though. I won't lie. They don't behave too well. But you can do it. And what's kind of nice with this one that I didn't include is if you time it well, you can just walk off and boom, escape plan, use the zip line, and you are out of there. Leave them stumped a little bit and start making your way somewhere else to avoid being tagged or avoid others if they're trying to steal your flag. Big gap jumps on rooftop. I think I know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm pretty sure I know what that means. And that is a tougher timing jump that will help you escape some things. See the wall ejects here, okay? Remember, wall ejects don't work too well when the portion you're climbing up to has a lip on it. It does not treat it very well. So you can still do it, but the chances are lesser. So wall ejects are best on flat walls, any of that. But I kind of just wanted to show off just this portion here. I think most people know you can make that jump. Most people don't know is that you can make the jump back. You just need a little bit of adrenaline, and it is a kind of a tough jump. But okay, without wall ejecting, it can be done. A little thing, word of advice on this one: don't on this portion. You don't ever want to slide. Like sliding is fast, but it's bad because if you do that, you're gonna dive, and then it won't let you slide uphill, and then you'll slide back down. So what I like to do is wall run. It doesn't make you any faster, but it builds you up some adrenaline. In fact, it might actually make you a little bit slower, but I don't know. You figured that portion out. There's a lot of things to work with. If you can reach those, then you'd be pretty set. And my jaw is feeling the effect of this talking. I've been doing these videos for a bit, but I think the best bet is most likely, your best bet is probably a double spin will get you there. It's a tough jump. It is undoubtedly a tough jump, but double spin. Okay, I'm just kind of choking right now, and pressing the wrong buttons. I'm meaning to climb up instead of wall eject because I guess you can wall eject to kind of move somewhere else, but I don't know what good that's gonna do. I'm just trying to climb and go up. I'm gonna keep trying this till I get this. I'm gonna prove to you guys this is possible. It's not even that hard. It's a hard jump. No lie, it's a hard jump, but it's not unbearably ridiculous. Let us just keep trying till we get it. Okay, don't know how I landed safely here, but it did slide me into this corner, and you know what that means. You can climb it with wall ejects, but it ends in the lip, so you also know what that means. Let us try again. If I fail this next one, I'm just gonna set a pigeon marker. I don't have to keep climbing up there. But let us get some adrenaline. I have a better idea for what might work for this section, and maybe you guys can guess what it is. So you can probably land actually on that lip right there. I'm kind of doing some self-experimenting right now, but we're discovering together. I didn't have too much for this map because there isn't too much for this map. I'm kind of just pointing out some stuff that I found and that I think of. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, let us set our marker right here. There. Oh, come on. That was perfect. I don't know why you don't take fall damage from doing that, but interesting. That's weird that you don't. You know, I just discovered like a different deck. That's weird you don't ragdoll when you hit the ground there, but the more you know, I suppose. Let's get a little adrenaline. I'm going to show you guys that you can make this jump. Okay, okay. That one was like beautiful, but I like somehow messed it up. We're going to try until we get it. Simple as that. That's so interesting. That wall just does not make you fall to it. I have pulled off this move in desperation before. It really can be done. Whoa, Paige. Stop that. Interesting. I'm having more trouble with this than I thought. But that's okay. That's okay. I didn't have too much for this map anyways, so it was already going to be a shorter video. So interesting you don't fall when you hit that. You can do that. Well, maybe I did it using the secret tech known as the power point launch. Let's give it a shot, shall we? Okay, that didn't go too smooth, but I kind of messed it up too. Oh my beautiful baby boy. Wow. Now, if that doesn't prove the PowerPoint launch is essential, I don't know what does. That's all it takes. So maybe I didn't use a normal jump and I just kind of wasted some time. But we figured it out. I was going to try that out anyways. But PowerPoint launch is all you need. No adrenaline needed. Just perfect execution and grab. People that don't know that are not, as you just saw my struggles, they're not going to make that jump. Can you even stand on this little lip? I mean, you can. You can. So it's an option. Let's see if I can at least do that so all my stuff wasn't for nothing. I can't. All you need is the PowerPoint launch. I thought you could do it originally, but you cannot, as it seems you cannot. But the PowerPoint launch will do you justice. As you see, that's the gap you can make. That's kind of the gap I wanted to point out anyways. So scratch all of my trial and error. PowerPoint launch, and you can clear this gap. We're going to go to another location that uses a PowerPoint launch, which is where I saw the birth of this move. And you can combine it with even more. Turns out you can spam a lot of tricks in a short period of time in this game. And if you do it smoothly and you just work your hitboxes right, it works out beautifully. So we're going to PowerPoint launch here, and then we're going to do a front flip before we end, and we're going to land on the ground and not even ragdoll. So I feel like I can do this in one attempt, but we're going to set a marker just in case. Okay, so that's still a far jump and you still don't ragdoll, but it can be done better. Oh man, you guys are getting away from everybody if you're pulling moves like that. That is beautiful. Super good. I don't really have much more for this map. It's a good map. It's really fun. I love how it works. It's perfect for PowerPoint launches if you're doing it perfectly. PowerPoint launches are so great because you don't need any adrenaline to do it. They're so smooth. You're building up your bar. It works out extraordinarily. You know? Just something to think about. You wouldn't use it like for this though. This you would probably just use like a normal jump to get up because you can't really do much with it. But you could use it for a gap like this. Oh my goodness, that is beautiful. Like that is gorgeous, gorgeous. I don't know why that works either, but it just does. And I am calling that a self-discovery because once again, I didn't look up any videos. It little surfaced my way. I didn't look up a guide for that. I don't know who is the birther of the PowerPoint launch. But they didn't leave a guide. Why would you leave a guide to such a powerful move? Well, here I am, and I'm leaving it to you because I want you guys to be elite at this game and have fun and be able to keep up with all the other menaces. It's kind of a nice jump. Pigeon. Well, Easter egg, huh? I already got all the achievements, so I don't believe this is anything. But you know, got here. I wanted to showcase this one. If you got adrenaline here, you can make maybe a PowerPoint launch is the one for this one too. Not sure you can make that one, but that's not what I wanted to show anyways. I want to show the top of the building is where the true glory lies. Here, PowerPoint launch works flawlessly. It's like a perfect size gap for it. You can't PowerPoint launch going that direction, but what you can do, because there's no ledge to vault off of, but what you can do, this area sucks, by the way, climbing up there, you can like not climb up that ledge at all. So your best bet is to jump from there to grab onto the side. But what you can do to make this area is a little bit of 2 twists and you still don't make it. So you instead, you come back here, zoom your way over here, set your pin marker and try again. And then you still mess up, but you can make it to here at least. And then you reset yourself, try again. And then you instead do a twist and a front flip, and even though you ragdolled, you made it up here and it teleported you to the bottom. I thought I knew more about this one, but that's okay. There's plenty of other spots with perfectly timed PowerPoint launches. Unfortunately, this one you can't PowerPoint launch because there is no spot for it. I can swear I'm kind of choking on this map. I'm making all sorts of mistakes, but I feel pretty confident I've made this jump before. Okay, that one works. That'll do. You've got to be a little closer on it. Your actual best bet is probably to jump from there to aim for here, because that looks like the shortest distance. But, you know, it can be done. It's really bad to kind of fall down here because you're out in the open. They got options. You got to kind of just do your maneuvering. The best way to avoid tag, to avoid people. In Tricks Battle, I don't got much advice for Tricks Battle besides abuse your adrenaline because it freezes your trick bar. If you're going to do something risky, it might not be best to over push it. It just depends on how good you are. You don't want to overdo it because if you fail, then you lose a massive combo and a whole lot of time. I want to point out that people don't really know you can get up on this pigeon statue, but you can. And it doesn't really do much. It's just an option, but it's cool. My last thing I think I have for this one is trees and street posts. I was looking for areas that you can get to that might be more difficult for other people, and it seems like the trees tops are rounded maybe. I might need to do some more experimenting for it, but what's definitely not rounded is these lamp posts. And let's try this out right here. Okay, maybe it wasn't tall enough. It's alright, we're gonna try this instead. Okay, we overjumped it. We're gonna adjust. I've done this before, I feel. Maybe. I feel like this should be able to make it, but it just barely can't. It's kind of in a spot. That should have been good too. Okay, so I'm thinking my point is being proven. You saw I landed it, but then immediately I fell off. It's like these ones they don't want you to stand on. My theory is you can stand on them. Oh, thanks, plant. You can stand on them, but you can't do a precision landing on them or it's going to shove you off. That is my game theory. Let's see this one. Okay, well, I just disproved that. That's a little more difficult to get to. That's cool. I just wanted to point out that these are options. If you kind of need like a little spacey stuff, you got some good areas around here. I'm not so sure about the trees. I still think you can stand on them if you get a perfect jump to them. I've not done enough testing for it, so I'm not entirely sure. I don't know about these trees. Pretty sure you can wall jump off these trees. Yep, if the platform exists, you can. If it exists in this world, you can wall jump off of it. Unfortunately, sliding and using your boost does not make you slide faster, but it activates your trail, which is cool. I always thought it'd be unique to like land on this pole or that pole there, but to really do it, you'd have to walk off the edge and then precision land. Well, I just straight up missed. So we're gonna give it another shot. Let's climb up the wall this way. Oh, that's what happens if you put your turn input too early before you jump. That's the result of that. But let's try it here again. Precision land, and it didn't let me do it. It's like some of them it works on, some of them they don't. It's like you got to be direct, dead center, and it will work for you. But again, if you don't really want to just hide out or do any of that stuff, then you can just disregard it. It's just an option, an observant that I found. Things I was trying to figure out on how to be clever, more hard spots to get to, keep people away from you, and yeah. And usually what I can kind of do, because this is kind of a trouble area here, is if you're above someone, you get enough adrenaline, you can loop either way here. This is a pretty good loop area. If someone's chasing you either this way or that way, either going this way or going this way, then you can just easily come across. Man, I'm not sure what's going on with my climbs right now. I'm not doing anything different, but they're not cooperating with me too well. You guys see how bad this ledge is? This ledge is a killer. You kind of want to stay away from this ledge if possible. But no, you probably just need a little bit of adrenaline here, a little twist and a grab. That'll do it for you, and you can just loop this zip line and loop this zip line and so forth. I messed it up, but you guys see the vision. You got to get that good time with the zip lines. You'll find the timing. It just takes some practice. I've recommended doing all the time trials and all the trick rushes before you do online, because you will just become elite. And if you want to be intimidating and flex your pigeon hat for having all the feathers, then you can do that, and that is also great. That's a good gap right there. There's some good gaps that are like some decent distance. Again, the illusion, the power point launch right there is perfect. The power point launch right here is perfect. Well, maybe not. You hit that one. Ignore that one. Kind of a sloppy guide, but you know what? It's an open map. It's fun for stuff. You just run around, do as many vaults as you can, keep away, stay smart, and always look ahead of yourself, and you'll do just fine on this map. Let me check on my thing real quick one last time. Big gap PowerPoint launch at one spot. PowerPoint launch. Yeah, that's what I said. Oh, I remember what that spot was. And the adrenaline long jump at roofed area. The adrenaline long jump, huh? Makes me think that this is possible with regular adrenaline, but I'm not sure. Maybe, maybe not. If you really, that is a big gap. So if you want to make it, use the PowerPoint launch. But that is all I have for this map here. If you guys enjoyed this messy, whatever type guide, if you can call it that, then all engagement is greatly appreciated. Likes, comments, subscribes, all of that. I want to hear you guys' thoughts, stuff you've discovered. Go out and explore for yourself is my best thing of advice. Yeah. I wanted to end this kind of cool. Now I'm getting distracted. I still got 3 more videos I got to make, and I got work tomorrow. Boom. Yeah, a little flip off of that. Nice and cool. You can do tricks and land on the zip lines too, in case you guys were wondering. You got options. So you have options. Yeah. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you in the next, and until next time, take care of yourselves.